All right, so here we go. Obviously, this goes over every single arc within the Dragon Ball anime, manga, yada yada yada. Even the booty that is GT. You feel what I'm saying? So, as I was saying, if you've never seen any of these arcs right here because you didn't watch Dragon Ball, what the fuck was you doing? Huh? Why? You a bum. You a whole bum. You a whole bum if you ain't watch this shit. Am I kidding? Maybe. No, not really. But for real though. Like it's like how do you not like, especially let me move the mic back before I hit my mic. Especially the people who sit there and say Goku has no character development or whatnot. Like, what do you mean? The story literally starts with Dragon Ball. All of his character development is within Dragon Ball. Within Z, Goku is put on the back burner. His story is put on the back burner so that way all the other characters can get their shine. That's why in Z, so many other characters get like their back, like Vegeta gets his backstory or like his character development. Everybody gets their character development within Z while in the Dragon Ball, it's Goku. So like we gotta stop playing with this, man. You gotta stop playing. I'm a bum. maybe you need to watch Dragon Ball. You won't see it. Maybe you know Dragon Ball for real though. Norm used a bit kind of competing with the voice. All right, bet. I got you. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah, I never watched Dragon Ball completely. Oh, come on. Nautica Face, what are y'all doing? Y'all got to watch the original Dragon Ball. It's so good. It's like, yeah, you can sit there like, oh, it's old and whatnot, but there are a lot of old animes that are good that I'm willing to watch. Now, there's some that I'm not willing to watch. Like, I can't watch Yu Yu Hakusho. I just never liked Yu Yu Hakusho. Even back when I was a kid, I was just never a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. That just wasn't my thing. I was a Pokemon fan. I was Dragon Ball. Like, that was my shit. That was my shit back in the day. I don't like Goku, so I watch it. I get it, but there are other characters within Dragon Ball that get development. Hell, Bulma's development is in Dragon Ball. Bulma's her main development is within Dragon Ball. Like, Bulma goes from being like this selfish brat, kind of like Vegeta. I feel like that's why they freaking matched up so well. She goes from being this selfish brat to being a caring friend. Like that. Like that's why. You watched all Bulma's parts. That's dope, though. I'll let you have. All right, let's start with the Emperor Pilaf saga. Obviously, this starts from like the beginning of Dragon Ball where Goku meets Bulma all the way up to Emperor Pilaf, that whole part, and then Goku going Great Ape and destroying Pilaf's castle and whatnot. That arc for me is like but I mean we still meet Goku. We meet Master Roshi, yada yada yada. So I might give this one. I might have to get that one a B, just because it's the beginning. For me, it's like, but I might have to get this a B. The Tournament Saga, though, this is where the first, the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament happened. Yeah, like, cause then, like, at that point, you're getting to see like some actual fighting and whatnot. Technically, the beginning of this arc is when Goku and Krillin are training with Master Roshi and whatnot. So you meet Krillin, you meet all of them, right? Goku fighting well, it's not really Master Roshi. It's I forgot what his name was. Like, he's pretending to be somebody else, so that way Krillin and Goku could like fight at their fullest, right? But obviously Master Roshi ends up winning the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. He beats Goku. But yeah, that whole arc was fun because freaking Goku even goes Great Ape in there, and then it's crazy. It's crazy. Master Roshi destroys the moon. It's wild. Hey, Scott has returned. What's up? How you doing? Welcome in, Tom. Welcome in. We're just doing a Dragon Ball tier list right now. We're just doing a Dragon Ball arc tier list, I should say. So we're going over all the arcs. We literally just started. But yeah, welcome in. All right, so this one, I'm going to have to give this one an A for me, personally. I'm going to have to give this one an A. Just because it's a tournament. It's literally if I'm not mistaken, there were other tournament arcs within animes before, but nothing done on the level of Dragon Ball at that point in time. This was during the 80s. You feel what I'm saying? This is during the 80s. Nobody was doing stuff like Dragon Ball was doing. I'm good trying to find friends for Red Dead Online. Bet. That's what's up. Please ask all Dragon Ball DBZ questions. Hell yeah. Because I'm your guy. I'm like I consider myself as like the internet's most well-rounded Dragon Ball nerd. You know, that's just me, and I'm Vegeta's #1 op. So, you know, there's that as well. Oh man, yeah, Red Dead Online is pretty lit. Abridged Z or Kai? Oh, Abridged, man, we don't. I mean, Abridged is cool. It's funny, but it's not. Abridged has so many problems with it. So, and then Z and Kai are technically the same thing, except for Kai literally just takes out all the fluff and the filler. So Kai is literally the most. It's the closest thing to Toriyama's original manuscript slash the manga, right? So, that's all my whole thoughts on those three things. So yeah, but this is just this is realistically just going over like the anime and the manga or whatnot. I know Abridged is funny, but one of the main things I hate about Abridged is that it ruined everybody's viewpoint of Goku. People think Goku is like, yeah, Goku's a country buck. Goku's not stupid. Abridged made Goku seem like he was stupid, right? And he's not stupid. He's not. He's a country bumpkin. Because when it comes to fighting, that man is like, there's like nobody's there with him. The only person that might be there with him is like Vegeta. Like when it comes to like mental capabilities with fighting and whatnot, like other stuff, like yeah, he might be a little slow to it because, again, a majority of his young life he grew up by himself in the woods. So again, he has no social skills. Goku. I mean, I don't mean anything by this, but let's be real. Goku is almost like an autistic person. He's like an autistic person. It's like he has no social skills, kind of, realistically. It's wild. It's wild. Not saying that, you know, autistic people don't have social skills, but it's a little bit harder for them sometimes. It's like a Scott with fighting. Oh, man. But yeah, Red Ribbon Army Saga. Now, this was probably one of the best sagas within Dragon Ball besides the Piccolo Jr. saga, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll definitely say Red Ribbon Army is definitely S tier. Like that shit's crazy. Like that man went off. That man went off. That would be cool if he was though. Yeah. Fucking dangerous. Oh man, I'm a Scottish Saiyan. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, General Blue Saga. So General Blue Saga is obviously everything that after Goku destroyed the Red Ribbon Army arc, and General Blue was kind of like pissed off about it, yada yada yada. And then technically this leads into the Tao Pai Pai stuff and the Goku climbing Korin's tower and everything. So that's everything in the General Blue Saga. General Blue Saga is definitely good. I might have to put this above the Tournament Saga simply because of the Tao Pai Pai stuff. Simply because. What the fuck is this BS? Oh my god, get this man out of here. Yo, what's goody, Jean? What's goody? How you doing? How you doing? Get this man out of here. Get this bum out of here. I'm just kidding. Scottish gunslinger cowboy. Hell yeah. I haven't played Red Dead Online in a minute. I really want to get back into that. I really need to get back into that. All right, Commander Red Saga. So this is everything when Goku meets Android 8. And obviously he destroys the last remnants of the Red Ribbon Army. So this one was like, wasn't really all that. So I might have to give this one a C for me. So that's what we got so far. So far, early parts of Dragon Ball, we have Red Ribbon Army arc, and S, we got the General Blue Saga and the Tournament Saga, the World 21st Martial Arts Tournament. And A, then the Emperor Pilaf and B, and then Commander Red Saga and C. Now, please, bro, I missed you, Nerd Storm. I missed you too, bro. I missed you too. It's been a minute. Okay, because I honestly thought you would know because it said you had a whole new name and everything. So my bad. Obviously I didn't know. But Corgita, long time no see. But that's crazy though. It really has been a minute. That's crazy. All right, Fortune Teller Baba Saga. So this is the saga where Goku, it's a couple of filler arcs, and then Goku. There's obviously a canon arc where Grandpa Gohan is allowed his 24 hours and whatnot. He comes back and participates in Fortune Alibama's little tournament, and Goku sees him again for the first time. You know, obviously like the last time, obviously because it doesn't pop up anymore. But yes, the Fortune Alibama saga. So this was like, yeah, it was cool that he got to see Grandpa Gohan, but it wasn't really that interesting. Nothing really happened, right? I rediscovered myself in Scotland, including my native accent. That's dope. That's what's up. That is what's up. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you're doing well, though. I really do. I really do. All right, the Tien Shinhan saga. So this is the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, right? So this is everything leading up to that. Again, during this tournament, Goku fights Tien Shinhan at the end. Tao Pai Pai is in this tournament because he comes back after being defeated by Goku. Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff happens in this tournament. This tournament is okay. It's not better than this one. Well, yes, it is. It's definitely better than the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament, in my opinion. I like it. I definitely like it. I'm ready for the Vegeta saga. I got a lot to say about that. I got a lot to say about that. We almost there, though. We almost there. All right, the Demon King Piccolo arc. I'm great. Just missed Nurse on Red Dead Online. Django. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, like honestly, with Red Dead Online, the main reason I stopped playing that is because I kept getting fucking hacked in that game. It was like me and Taco, like whenever we would play that and we would stream it, like for whatever reason, it's the same hacker. Like he would stream snipe me. It's like as soon as I got on too, like instantly he came in and he was like just like hacking the game and whatnot, and he followed us to different servers every time. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. I didn't understand how he did it because obviously I'm not, you know, in the world of hacking and whatnot. But yeah, that's the main thing that pissed me off. But I might get back into it one day. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like sitting here streaming, as soon as I get online, and like, if I wasn't streaming, then he obviously wouldn't know. But as soon as I got online, bro would just come out of nowhere, and like I would just get shot out of nowhere. Like I could be in a building and I get shot, and you can't shoot inside of buildings in Red Dead. Like that is crazy. It's crazy. And then it's like he had like this crazy lasso where like I couldn't untie myself, or I couldn't, like, cause in Red Dead Online you could kind of break out. I couldn't break out. He could literally lasso me out of nowhere. It was crazy. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. But all right, Demon King Piccolo arc. This was the Demon King Piccolo arc is the start of how Dragon Ball became what it is known. You know how it works today, essentially, like with the Ki Blast. I mean, Dragon Ball had Ki Blast and stuff before, but like it got serious. It got more prevalent within the Demon King Piccolo saga, right? So a lot was going on. Obviously, Piccolo was looking for the Dragon Ball, so that way he could get a turn or become young again, all that stuff. And then he destroyed Shenron. Krillin died the first time. It was wild. A lot of dope stuff happened within this arc, right? And then Goku, the way he defeated Demon King Piccolo was so goated. It was so goated. Literally one arm bandit. He got up there. Like, ah! Oh, it was so dope. So Demon King Piccolo saga or arc is definitely up here. It's gonna have to go above the Red Ribbon Army arc. Let me just okay. So I don't know why that wasn't working, but yeah, that's definitely going up there. It's crazy. He coming out of retirement. He better not come out of retirement. If I play that game again and he's up there, I'm done with Red Dead like completely. All right, Piccolo Jr. Saga. So this is going to be the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. The only one that Goku actually won, right? The only tournament that Goku actually won, which is just dope that Dragon Ball itself, like the anime, ended there. Obviously, at the end of the Demon King Piccolo arc, you know, after Goku freaking like blasted through his stomach, right? He gave that man the cleanest back shot in history, right? This man Demon King Piccolo spat out an egg, which ended up being Piccolo Jr. Technically a clone of him. He's not a child, even though that's what that's what he says. He always says my father during this arc, but he's technically a clone, right? him and Goku fight, and literally to this day, I will definitely say the fight between Piccolo Jr. and Goku is probably the most well choreographed fight within all of Dragon Ball, and I mean that. And what I mean by choreograph, obviously, what I mean by choreograph is choreograph, but to explain that better, is as far as like the hand-to-hand combat, right? Like with a lot of Dragon Ball, especially like later, a lot of the combat is just like fast-paced, like they do that because that's just how Toei animate stuff, right? They do that in all their animes, sadly. But yeah, this arc, like that fight, there was a bunch of it was almost like Naruto put into Dragon Ball. Like they were getting into it. They were doing their damn thing. They were doing the damn thing. Like honestly, like I said, probably the most it's the best choreographed fight in all of Dragon Ball. Goddamn, I can barely fucking talk. So this is definitely going up here. Because for me, the only good part is the. Nah, this is going into A. This is going into A. Yeah, that's going right there. Because I'll say this. Some other cool things happened in this arc. Chi-Chi popped up. She reminded Goku of his promise that he'd marry her. Goku was like, "Oh, I thought bears was food and whatnot." Again, another one of those things to where Goku's always been this type of guy. Like people like to say, like, "Oh, he changed the Super and whatnot." Like, no, Goku's literally always been like that. He was like that in Dragon Ball. He was like that in Z. And he's like that in Super. Like the only reason that people don't understand Goku's character is because they didn't watch Dragon Ball. God dang, they didn't watch Dragon Ball. My God. And then the fact that Goku was taken out of Dragon Ball for the most part. That's why he was either always dead or doing something else. Because Toriyama again wanted to develop the other characters. That's why we didn't see Goku that much in Z, right? That's literally the reason. He wanted to develop the other characters. God dang, man. All right. So the Raditz Saga. So this is like early Z, right? This is early Z. This is from like when Goku's out there having fun with Gohan in the woods and whatnot, all the way up to when Raditz dies, right? When him and Raditz died. So, this is a lot of Western fans start into the world of Dragon Ball because obviously a lot of Western fans did not watch Dragon Ball, right? They never have, probably never will, sadly. But Raditz Saga is again the start of where a lot of Western fans got into Dragon Ball, and for me, this saga's okay. But I'll have to put it here. I'll have to put it in B. Because it's like, it's cool and all, but compared to like all of Dragon Ball, it ain't all that. It really ain't. It really ain't. It really ain't. The coolest part was the fight against Raditz. And that wasn't even really hitting on anything. There were cooler fights within earlier Dragon Ball. Hell, the Piccolo Jr. fight, the fight against Tien Shinhan, hell, even the damn fight against Demon King Piccolo, which again was the start, was a precursor to these, was a precursor to this fight and this fight. So, yeah. All right, the remaining parts of the Saiyan saga. So that would be, Piccolo training Gohan, Goku training in Otherworld with King Kai for the first time. Vegeta and Nappa showing up. Nappa fighting the Z Warriors, and then Vegeta and Goku fighting. That's all of that, right? So this, for me, I'm gonna have to put. I'll put it high A. I wouldn't put it S tier, only because there's stuff that's like in Dragon Ball that's like way better than that whole section. It just is. It just is. That's not me hating on Vegeta at all. Because I know there are certain people in the chat. They'll be like, "Oh, no, you're just hating on Vegeta." I'm like, no. Like, I'm just being real. I'm being a realist. I'm just being a realist. Like the arc is cool. Don't get me wrong. The arc is cool, especially the real arc. What I mean by the real arc, I don't mean the original Funimation dub version of this arc. I mean what happened in the manga. What Kai did when they actually did a real dubbing of this. Right? Not saying that the original Z wasn't a real dubbing, but the original Funimation dub not only changed stuff, but they also tried to, stick to what the Ocean Dub did before. And the Ocean Dub got stuff wrong, right? Because hell, the Ocean Dub was the one. I don't know if y'all remember, but I distinctly remember as a kid, because obviously I started Dragon Ball Z with the Ocean Dub. The Ocean Dub had Bardock, Goku's dad, as the one that created the whole orb that Vegeta uses to throw in the sky and turn into a Great Ape, right? The Ocean Dub had Bardock being a scientist that created that orb, right? That's literally what Vegeta said. So up until I got serious about learning just about everything with Dragon Ball Z, I always tried to go back and find out where the hell did I hear that from. And come to find out, that came from the Ocean Dub. I was mad as hell trying to watch Kai or the Funimation dub and not hearing that shit. I'm like, where did I hear that from? And then, obviously it came from the Ocean Dub. S tier, people only remember those two arcs, Vegeta and Cell. Oh, and Trunks. I mean, yeah, but there's a lot more Dragon Ball than just that stuff, like the Saiyan Saga and then like Trunks popping up. They're cool, but they ain't all that. Let me just say that. Let me humble you a little bit real quick. Ain't all that. Vegeta's all right. He's all right. He's still a dickhead. All right? He's everybody's short king, but he's a dickhead. All right, the Namek Saga. So this is everything leading up to Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma leaving for Namek, all the way up until when Frieza, not dies, but he, all the way up until when Namek is destroyed with, Frieza still on it, right? Because obviously Goku has left by then, right? At the last second. Now, the Namek Saga is real as hell. Now, I remember when I was, a kid watching Dragon Ball Z. Again, I grew up on the Ocean Dub originally. The Ocean Dub only had it had the early Z, so that's, technically, according to this Raditz Saga, Vegeta Saga, up until Goku landed on Namek, right? That was the last episode that that Ocean Dub was able to actually dub themselves, right? And then Funimation came back, redubbed everything in the beginning, and then continued on past that, right? But this whole thing, like, shit was cool. Back then, shit was cool. Obviously, now I say, the Funimation dub of the Frieza Saga is ass. Like, but still. Either way, Frieza Saga, top tier. Top tier, because obviously, for one, we get to see Vegeta do some cool stuff with fighting the Ginyu Force and whatnot. Obviously, he was getting bodied at the beginning, but yeah. Vegeta not being humble enough, thinking that he's a Super Saiyan, and he's not. Gohan going off against Frieza. Goku fighting Frieza. Literally, I think to this day, the Goku versus Frieza fight is still the longest fight in anime history. At the very least in the original Z version, right? It's still the longest fight in anime history. I think it's like 3.5 hours, right? If you put all of their sections, like all of their parts together. It's crazy. And then obviously Goku going Super Saiyan. It's still wild as hell to me. I still remember that day like it was yesterday. I'm sitting in my room and I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yo, Jaws, what's goody? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. We're just doing the Dragon Ball arc still. We're going to be playing Best in Class afterwards. So yeah, I love I love the whole Namek Saga. Like it's near and dear to my heart. I love it. I love it. Oh shit. Never mind. I apologize for my outburst. Halbets Otaku, what's goody? How you doing? How you doing? We're doing a Dragon Ball arc right here. Okay, so I messed up. The Namek Saga is everything up to before the Ginyu Force arrived. So I'm thinking, I didn't even look. My apologies. My apologies. So yeah, everything up to before Captain Ginyu's arrived. So if that's the case, I'll put the beginning parts here. I forget the beginning parts here right there. Just play Spectre Divide. How is that? I've seen some stuff about that. How is that? I can't make grand entrances if the stuff's broken. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's broke? Oh no. I mixed it up, bot. So it's working for now. I feel like it's working. Never watched Dragon Ball to be honest. Oh my god. Get out! I'm just kidding. You don't have to leave. Please don't leave. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But Dragon Ball is cool. I definitely recommend, if you're gonna watch Dragon Ball, start from Dragon Ball. Start from Dragon Ball. And then watch Dragon Ball Kai. Dragon Ball Z Kai. And then, there you go. Yeah, and then watch Dragon Ball Super. You can still watch GT if you want, but GT is a whole separate thing. I wouldn't, like, you could watch the parts of GT that has Super Saiyan 4 in it, but besides that, there's no point in watching GT because a lot of stupid, unnecessary, pointless things that don't make sense happen in GT. So yeah, and I'll get into that once we get to GT. All right. But the Captain Ginyu saga, so that's everything from when the Ginyu Force arrives up till when Captain Ginyu's turned into a frog, right? So that stuff was cool because, you know, you see, I was about to say Goku. You see Goku, like, just demolishing the Ginyu Force, and then Vegeta comes up and just finishes them all. And it's like, come on, bro, let my man Goku finish his food, bro. Let him finish his food. But I thought that stuff was cool. I'll have to put that stuff here. Well, is it? Yeah, I'll put it there. No, I'll put that above. I'll put it here. Cause yeah, I'll put that right here. Cause that is cool. See a Goku do that stuff. I will say that. Remember that it's a dev build of the game. I have to say it's quite polished. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll look into it. Maybe not like tonight, cause I got some other stuff I need to do with a friend tonight. But yeah. So the Frieza arc. So this is everything from when Frieza steps onto the battlefield up until when Namek is destroyed, right? This was the crazy stuff, right? This was definitely the crazy stuff. This is when everything started happening, like Frieza, like having all these crazy transformations, Vegeta popping off for a little bit. You know, everybody was like, "Oh, Vegeta might actually be able to do this," and then Frieza's like, "I'll just play it with you," and then transforms, and then Vegeta start getting the craziest of back shots when Frieza goes final form. Oh my god! So for me, Frieza Saga is definitely, and this is cool. Goku going Super Saiyan 2, so this is definitely S tier material, S tier material. But also the beta is ending in a couple. Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably just watch people's stuff on YouTube then. That's what I've been doing. The Garlic Jr. Saga, a completely pointless filler arc, because it was literally the Dead Zone movie, but within the anime. Like they just made the Dead Zone movie into an arc, like quite literally. But they sat there and made points that like, oh, this is, you know, we remember what Gohan did to us back in the day and whatnot. But it was quite literally the exact same shit. Literally. So this, I should have made an F tier. Matter of fact, hold on. Whoops. What the hell? Okay, let me make an F tier. Let me make an F tier. Hold on. Yeah, let me make an F tier. Boom. It's like trash, complete garbage. This whole arc is pointless. I hate it. And the only reason they did, because what happened with the anime, for those who don't know, the anime was constantly, during the Z portion of the story, the manga was constantly catching up to the anime. Literally, the manga was only about a couple of chapters ahead of the anime. So they had to do stuff like create, you know, a whole months worth of filler just to be able to let the manga catch up or get ahead, right? So yeah, that's why this arc exists. Crazy. That's why this arc exists. That's why that arc exists. The Great Saiyaman stuff did happen in the manga, but not everything that we saw in the anime. So parts of why this arc happened too, right? So yeah. But let's get back to the tier list. All right. So the Trunks Saga, everything from when they make the wish to wish everybody back, which technically happened before this, but that's included in this arc in my opinion. So the Trunks Saga. Um, this happens. This leads up to the start of the 3-year training, right? So I would have to put the Trunks saga. There's not a lot happens. The only major thing that happens is Trunks shows up. The Off Frieza, he shows us that he's a Super Saiyan. He offs Frieza. We find out that he's Vegeta's son, Vegeta and Bulma's son. So, like, realistically, not a lot happens within this arc or this saga, if you will. So, I'm gonna have to put that. I'll put it here. I'll put it there. Yeah, yeah. What's the Trunks killing Frieza and the way he did it better than the Raditz and Goku fight? Yeah, I'll say that. But I can't put that in B because again, nothing really happened. Nothing like the only substantial thing is that Trunks was the one to kill Frieza. That's literally the only substantial thing. And optimization is good too. I'm getting 120 frames per second on my piece of shit laptop. Damn, 120 frames. Goddamn. Goddamn. All right, the Android saga. So this is everything from when the androids show up until right before Imperfect Cell pops up, right? So or until, excuse me, up to the point to where I think it was Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan find Cell's lore reform. What do you call those things? Shell or body or whatever. So yeah, that's everything in the Android saga. So Android saga was pretty lit in my opinion. I'll have to put it in A. I don't know if it was. No, it was. It was. Was it better than this though? Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't know if I can put it against the rest of the stuff in the Saiyan saga, but Android saga definitely, it's going right there. It's going in A. So I'll leave that right there. I'll leave that puppy right there. Leave it right there. Let me get a sip of my water. My throat a little dry. I'm talking shit all the time. All right. All right. The Imperfect Cell saga. So the Imperfect Cell saga again consists of Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan fighting Cell's larva form shell up to technically, according to this list, them fighting the larva form shell all the way up to literally right before Cell goes perfect, right? So, whereas if they're gonna sit there and say the Perfect Cell saga, then that's, you got to split it literally in the middle of an episode, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. So if we're gonna say that, then that technically means Vegeta fighting. Well, no, that technically means the Piccolo versus Android 17 fight. That, which again, like that's another well choreographed fight. Like honestly, that and then the Piccolo Jr. versus Goku fight, they're like neck and neck for me. They're lit as fuck. Oh my god. It also includes Tien Shinhan doing the Kiko against Imperfect Cell. Like that man not being able to move against Tien. Like that's one thing that Dragon Ball Z Abridged definitely got right. Like that man being pissed off that he was getting bodied by Tien. Like yes, Tien isn't stronger than Imperfect Cell, but the blast power output of the Tri-Beam Cannon, or the Neo Tri-Beam Cannon technically was what he was using. Like that shit is crazy that it was able to keep Imperfect Cell down. So, well, Semi-Perfect Cell technically. They should literally have made Semi-Perfect Cell its own little arc, realistically, if they're gonna do these two. But either way, all of that, and then obviously, like I said, Vegeta being in his Super Saiyan Grade 3 form, which a lot of fans call it Super Vegeta. So that whole fight was cool. That's honestly one of my favorite Vegeta moments, right? Besides the stuff that happened in the Tournament of Power. Like those are my favorite Vegeta moments, right? And when he blows himself up. But A lot of people are gonna think I'm just saying that just because I'm Vegeta's #1 op, but like no, like back when I was a kid and seeing Vegeta get blown up, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can clip this, y'all can do whatever, like use this as bait against me. I don't care. I don't care. That made me shed a tear when I was a kid. I'm like, no, not Vegeta, no. Dang, I was just starting to like him. Just starting to like him. But yeah, so this saga, I might have to definitely put this in A because all that stuff happens. Oh my god, you actually clipped it. So the Perfect Cell saga, so this is everything from when okay, so the Cell games is technically separate. Well dang. So that means nothing really happens. If that's the case, then nothing really happens. Because this is technically when Cell gets his revenge on Vegeta. You know, Vegeta doing the Final Flash, which that was dope. I'll give Vegeta that. And honestly, I like the Final Flash in the OG Funimation dub better than the one in Kai. I will definitely say that because it's the way he says it. Because he's like, Final Flash! And so it's like he's about to nut. He's like, ah! Yo, that shit's lit as fuck. Oh my god. He's like, ah! Yo, bro, that shit's wild. Oh my god. And then this is the 10-day time period where Goku's chilling with his family and everything. Obviously, Goku claps Chi-Chi cheek so that way she can be impregnated with Goten, all that stuff. So, according to this list, nothing really happens during the Perfect Cell saga. Because it wouldn't, like, for me, it doesn't make sense to sit here and say, you know, the Perfect Cell saga, Cell games, and then, you know, Imperfect Cell, because it literally should have been 4 separate things, realistically. Because you could sit there and say, like, oh, well, all the semi-perfect stuff happened with this, but like, no, because this is technically called the Perfect Cell saga, but, yeah. So if that's the case, I'm gonna have to put this here, because again, not a lot really happened. So I'll put, yeah, I'll leave that there. All because Vegeta's Final Flash is definitely better than the Goku versus Raditz fight. Is it better than the Trunks stuff though? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, yes. Vegeta doing the Final Flash is definitely better than Trunks' whole fight with Frieza. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay, the Cell games. So this is literally the Goku versus Cell fight, and then obviously Gohan versus Cell. Right? Hot take: arena shooters were the peak of FPS games. I don't know. Because honestly, my opinion, a peak FPS game is something like Titanfall. I don't care. I'll say it. Titanfall. I'll definitely say it. I will definitely say that. It doesn't make sense to me that Titanfall didn't get no love, right? Or gets no love, sadly. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. But as far as this list, Cell games, I'll definitely have to put Cell games in S tier. I don't know if I can put it above the Frieza saga though. I don't know. Peak was Quake 3 Arena. I never played Unreal Tournament though. I think I played Quake 3 maybe a handful of times, but I never played Unreal Tournament though. But yeah, Super Saiyan 2 stuff, you know, Solar Kamehameha versus Father Son Kamehameha. Is that better than Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time? It's like those are the two like high points of those sagas. I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah. Wait, why can't I move this? There we go. Second hot take: people that say arena shooters are shit have no skill. I'll agree with you with that one. I'll definitely agree with you with that one. So yeah, and then I also want to say this for the record, because this video is going on YouTube. I'll say this for the record. The Senzu Bean incident was a needed thing, or technically I'll say this. Goku did nothing wrong with the Senzu Bean incident. Because why? For one, he was the only one that believed, he was literally the only one that believed in his son, right? He was the only one that believed in his son. His green stepdaddy dang sure didn't do it. Oh, honestly, no. I ain't even gonna say stepdaddy. That green motherfucker, he dang sure didn't believe in Gohan. Goku was the only one that believed in his son. And on top of that, Goku knew that Gohan could defeat Cell at any point. It didn't matter if he was weak or at full power. He could have done it. Done it. What the hell? He could have done it. The only reason that he gave Cell the Senzu Bean in the first place is because he wanted to humiliate Cell. That's literally the reason he wanted Cell to be humiliated. That's literally the reason. Too late, you said stepdaddy. Get out. Go. Be gone. Be gone. But yeah, that's literally the only reason that Goku gave Cell the Senzu Bean. He wanted Cell to be humiliated. There was no other reason, right? There was no other reason. Like, people sit there and say, like, oh, that's a reason for him to be called a bad dad. Like, no. You clearly don't understand the context of the scene, the context of that particular part of the story, or anything that happened in the series. Like, come on, think. Critical thinking skills are lacking in the Dragon Ball community. I'm sorry, but it had to be said. And I'm not even joking. Being dead ass. Hell, most of my videos on TikTok, as a matter of fact, speaking of TikTok, if you don't already follow me on TikTok, you might as well go ahead and hit that, that follow button or whatnot. Excuse me. But yeah, most of the comments on TikTok be saying some wild stuff. People be saying some outlandish crap. Half the stuff I just let slide because it's like, oh my God, my brain hurts even trying to comprehend what you even mean by some stuff. It's crazy. All right. So we're almost done with the list. We're almost out of Z. Then we're gonna get into GT. GT's gonna be quick. I'm sorry, it just is. Literally every arc is going in a specific category, maybe except for one. Otherworld Saga. Again, this was a completely filler saga. It was cool because it was stuff, we were getting content, if you will, but again, it was filler. None of this stuff actually happens. None of this, like, Pikkon is cool. He even appeared in a movie, right? Fusion Reborn, but So for me, this is going in F tier because it's filler. I don't like filler. I just don't. I hate filler. In any anime, I hate filler. I despise filler. When Naruto did it, because Naruto is worse. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden are way worse than Dragon Ball, right? Naruto did it to the point to where, yo, it pisses me off to this day, right? It literally gets under my skin. Like, Naruto did it to the point to where we got to the part where everybody thinks Naruto and Sasuke died, right? Like, Madara, took them out, right? Wait, what is this music? Why is Call of Duty Black Ops stuff playing? Nani? Oh, that's because I don't have this playlist on repeat. Okay. I was like, what the hell? But like I was saying, the part of Naruto when everybody thinks Naruto died, literally that episode, it went into an entire year, literally an entire year's worth of filler. Literally, I'm not joking. I am not joking. And the filler arc was about when the rest of Naruto's class and whatnot, like Sakura and all them, when they became Chunin, right? Or how they passed their Chunin exams, right? And it's freaking crazy, right? Literally a year's worth of that. And then we got 2 canon episodes, right? Where Naruto and Sasuke were talking to the Sage of Six Paths, in their minds or whatnot. And then before they came out, we got another year's worth of filler. Why? It pissed me off because I thought we was back. I was like, cool, we get to the real stuff because I had already finished the manga by that point, right? Because the manga was done at that point, right? I had already finished the manga and I was just waiting to see this stuff animated, but literally wasted 2 years. Literally wasted 2 years because they wanted to do all that filler. 2 real life years. It's crazy. All right, let's get back to Dragon Ball, goddammit. All right, Great Saiyaman Saga. Even though it's cool to be back into like canon Dragon Ball and whatnot, I am with everybody else seeing Gohan in this way, which is kind of lame. Great Saiyaman is cool and whatnot, yada yada yada, because he's trying to press, he's just trying to do something, and whatnot. And plus, he's going to school. It was just like, eh. Like me as a kid seeing that, I didn't like that. Because me as a kid, all I wanted to see was fights. That's all I wanted to see. I just wanted to see these motherfuckers fight. That's all I wanted to see. But no, we didn't get that. So, Great Saiyaman. That's definitely going, yeah, for me, it's better than Fortune Teller Bob. Because, like, yeah, seeing Grandpa Gohan was cool. But, yeah, this is definitely better. All right. World Tournament Song. So this is going to be the 24th World Martial Arts Tournament. Yeah, the 24th World Martial. Well, no. I think this is the 26th or the 27th. This is the 26th World Martial Arts Tournament because is it though? I have to remember. I can't think right now. But either way, there was obviously Mr. Satan won the one after Goku. So Mr. Satan won, or Hercule, if you will. He won the 25th. So I believe this is the 26th. Because Mr. Satan also wins another one during the 10-year time skip. Right? During Super, right? He wins another World Martial Arts Tournament. Yes, so this is the 26th. Okay, so this is the 26th World Martial Arts Tournament right here. Obviously, Kibito and Shin pop up, or Supreme Kai, if you will. The whole stuff, where Vegeta turns into Majin Vegeta, all that stuff. The Majin Vegeta versus Goku Super Saiyan 2 fight, all that stuff takes place within this arc, right? So, simply because of the Majin Vegeta stuff, because that's one of my favorite versions of Vegeta, I'm gonna have to put this there. I can't put it in S tier. I would put it in S tier solely off of the Goku versus Vegeta fight, but because there's other stuff in here that I don't think is better than, any of these arcs, I'm not gonna put it there, right? I'm just not. Oh my God. You are about to use all of this as as fuel for a later argument. That's fine because I can argue Dragon Ball. That's fine. That's all right. That's all right. Let's go. I'm ready. All right. So the Majin Buu, if not, Fat Buu era or Saga, right? One of the cooler things that happened in this arc is Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Was it cool? Yes. I love the Super Saiyan. Hell, perfect timing. The music that's happening right now. Like that's lit. Like, yes, it's part of the original Funimation dub, but that's probably my favorite Bruce Faulkner. That's probably my favorite part of the Bruce Faulkner score is the Super Saiyan 3 theme song. But yeah, just seeing Goku display all the Saiyan forms and then go into Super Saiyan 3 is the coolest moment in my opinion. During this arc, obviously we also get to see Vegeta versus Majin Buu again. It's the saddest moment for Vegeta in my opinion, because again, I did shed a tear when I was a kid. That shit made me sad as hell. I remember being in the living room, just astonished that this man literally blew himself up. Because I was like, oh good, the Buu arc is done. We get to the next arc right now or whatnot, right? I'm like, oh, bet we get into the next arc because Vegeta did it. And then you see the little blob going, waka, 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 and he just comes back. I'm like, oh my God. I was mad. I was like, oh my god, this man died for nothing. He died for nothing. But now I use the die for nothing as fuel because I'm Jesus #1 op. I gotta get you for them clips. So simply because of the Vegeta versus Fat Boo and then Goku going Super Saiyan 3, I'm gonna have to put this in A. I'll put it right here. I'll put it right behind this. I'll put it right behind that. All right, the Fusion Saga. So this is Goku teaching the boys how to do the fusion dance. Gotenks versus Fat Boo. Gotenks versus Super Boo. Dang. So yeah, this is technically everything up to before Kid Buu happens. So that also includes the Vegito stuff, and then obviously Gohan versus Super Buu and everything. So this whole portion was definitely lit. I'm definitely putting this one in S tier, simply because of the Vegeta. Oh, what happened to it? Oh. Where'd it go? Where'd I drop it at? Excuse me. No, for real though, where did I drop it? Oh, it's right there. I'm blind as hell. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this in S tier. Where I'm putting it at? I'm gonna have to put it above this. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can put. Can I put it above the Cell games? Yes, I can. Too much dope stuff happened. This is definitely high S tier right there. Definitely high S tier. All right. Simply because of the Vegito stuff. Vegito stuff was lit. Oh my god, I love the whole Vegito fight. Like, oh my god, I fucking love Vegito. My favorite fusion. My favorite. I like Gogeta's cool and all, but Vegito is my favorite fusion. All right, Kid Buu Saga. So obviously everything that happened in the Kid Buu Saga is when we get to see Kid Buu form. We find out he's literally the original Buu. Yada yada yada. And then I know there are people out there that get confused about who's stronger, Kid Buu or Super Buu, Gohan absorbed. Obviously, Super Buu with Gohan absorbed, the one that fought Vegito, is the strongest Majin Buu. Let that sink in. Yes, even though Kid Buu is the last Buu that we saw, he is not stronger than Super Buu Gohan absorbed. Because just think about this. It's simple, honestly. I don't understand why people just don't understand this. But Goku is able to fight Kid Buu on his own. He couldn't fight Super Buu and Gohan absorbed on his own. He couldn't. So that right there tells you that Kid Buu is not stronger than Super Buu Gohan absorbed. Like, come on, I don't understand why the fan base or the community can't understand. I don't understand why people think like that. It doesn't make any sense. Like, are y'all dicks? Yes, you are. But like, come on now. God damn. And then also, since especially on TikTok, since I noticed everybody likes to bring this fight up on TikTok, Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Kid Buu was not in the manga. That was a filler only fight. Yeah, it was cool, but it doesn't even make sense, because technically, if you're watching that fight, Goku technically performs way better in Super Saiyan 2 than he does with Super Saiyan 3, right? So why is Super Saiyan 3 Goku having more difficulties with Kid Buu, even when Goku gets more energy? What? What the heck? And it was 2 ads playing. What? That's wild. Okay, whatever. But yeah, like, even when Goku, got more power, like he got his power wish back, he still wasn't performing as well as he did during that Super Saiyan 2 fight, which is crazy. So it like that fight doesn't even make sense, right? Like the Super Saiyan 2 versus Kid Buu. But outside of that, and then seeing Kid Buu get destroyed with the Spear Bomb, all of that. Honestly, as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, is he actually going? Is he about to come back? Because I didn't know how the heck they were gonna fucking destroy Kid Buu. I did not think Buu was dead at that point. I just didn't. I'm like, this man about to come back again. Oh my god. But yeah, I can't put this part in S tier. I could put it in A tier. I don't consider it better than the Vegeta saga. I just don't. So I have to put it right there. Um, Also, another thing that I like about this arc, and Vegeta fans is gonna be mad, but I don't care. I love making them mad. It literally brings warmth to my heart to see them angry. It's the fact that Vegeta finally acknowledged the fact that Goku is better than him. Vegeta literally says, "You are number one." Oh, felt so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, the 10-year time skip up to the end of Z. Projecting. I'm not projecting. No. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament, where Goku meets Oob, he fights Oob, and then he goes off to train Oob, and then we do the end of Z, right? It was okay. It was cool. The fight was okay. I could definitely consider it better than Great Saiyaman. I don't know if I can put it in D, though. Excuse me. I'll put it here. I'll put it in C. It was all right. Seeing everybody grown up, seeing Goten and Trunks grow up. Vegeta being the family man that he said that he was in the Buu saga, but obviously he wasn't acting like it. He didn't act like it until he got ready to die, or blow himself up, I should say. So yeah, this man, the old man called. This man Vegeta literally sat there and said, I had a family just because I sat there and thought that's what made Kakarot strong. The only reason he got with Bulma is because he thought that that's what made Goku strong, that he had a family. Vegeta fans forget that. They love to forget that. They love to forget that line. Y'all like to forget that line. It's okay though. I'm here to help y'all remember. I'm here to make sure y'all remember everything about this man Vegeta, especially the bad parts. Especially the bad parts. All right, let's get into GT. Like I said earlier, everything with GT was ass. It was ass. Yes, Super Saiyan 4 is cool, and that's literally the only cool thing about GT. But outside of that, GT is ass. So for me, Black Star Dragon Ball Saga, Goku getting turned into a kid, like, why are we doing this? Like, and then him, Trunks, and Pan traveling the universe and whatnot. Literally just doing a whole art in Dragon Ball all over again. Like, we're past that stuff. Why are we doing that right now? Like, it's pointless. Just get to see General Rildo, all them, yada, yada, yada. It was just so stupid. Like, Goku doing some... There was one episode where Goku literally did some Tasmanian devil shit. Like, he's fighting somebody, and at the bottom of his his lower half is literally doing the Tasmanian devil shit. He's like spinning around like this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching? Literally, so stupid. I hate GT. I do not understand why people like GT. It's so pointless. People only like GT because the way Super Saiyan 4 looks. That's literally it. Why not just say I like Super Saiyan 4? Why not just say that? I say it. Outside of Super Saiyan 4, everything in GT sucks ass. Literally half the stuff doesn't even make sense. Because none of it makes sense. Like, there are so many things that happen that, for instance, right? For instance, again, Kami created the Black Star Dragon Balls, right? So how come when Piccolo dies, when Earth gets blown up, the Dragon Balls still exist? Tell me why. Tell me why they still exist. I know, I need some water. It doesn't make sense. None of that stuff makes sense. All right, the baby saga. So this is when Goku goes Super Saiyan 4 and whatnot. I'll give this arc, I'll put it in C, simply because it has Super Saiyan 4. But I'm not going no higher than C. Like, the whole Tuffles versus the Saiyans, a very, very cool concept. I love it, but they could have done it so much better. They could have, it should have been something in Z, honestly. If Toriyama wrote it, it would have been so much better. It would have been so much better. It was definitely a cool concept, but no. I hate it. I hated it. Super 17 Saga, literally ass. Quite literally ass. Like, I'm literally just bumming through fucking GT because GT is complete garbage. Shinron, Shadow Dragon Saga, literally ass. Like, even I'll say it, even the Omega Shinron versus Gogeta, right? Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Ass. I'll say it. Ass. Quote me, I don't care. Ass. Dirty butt cheeks. Unclean butt cheeks. Homeless, unclean butt cheeks. Complete garbage. I don't even care what order. Matter of fact, no, I'll put it in order. Hold on. No, this is definitely the worst one. All right, let's get into like the dope shit, right? Like some dope shit. All right. Why did they call it God of Destruction Beer Saga? It's just call it Battle of Gods. Now when you get into Super, it's kind of weird because you can either go with the manga version of events, you can go with the anime version of events, or you can go with the movie version of events. So it's like, for me personally, I like to view Super like this. For the Battle of Gods saga, I prefer the anime version of the events over the movie and the manga version. For the Resurrection F stuff, I prefer the movie version of the events because the manga doesn't even do it. The manga literally skips this arc. And then with the Universe 6 saga, I prefer the anime. I prefer the art of the manga over the anime because these first couple arcs in the anime was like, the way it was animated was so ass. Oh my god. I was honestly ready to quit watching Dragon Ball up until when Goku goes Kaioken. But that moment blew my mind. I hear my son screaming. Let me just text my wife. Hold on. Okay, he's good. I hear him laughing now. Okay, never mind. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, up until the KO, like Goku going Blue Kaioken, I was ready to quit watching Dragon Ball because of how ass the animation was. Like, the animation was garbage. Like, there was a bunch of like steel frame stuff. Like, you know how animes, like, they'll sit there and just use a single image and act like it's like and act like it's moving almost. Like, I hate that crap. I don't. It's a waste of. In my opinion, it's a waste of talent because I know a lot of these animators can do a lot better, but they're literally using it to fill time within the episode, so that way there's less animation that they have to do. Which, like, I get it, because I know a lot of animators don't get paid that well. I get it, but it's like, god damn it, man. Outsource it if you have to. God, fuck. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Main reason why I prefer the anime over the manga is because in the anime, Goku used Kaioken Blue, but in the manga, Goku was switching back and forth between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. And in the manga, for me, that doesn't necessarily make sense. Like, I get, yeah, like, why is God faster than Blue? Like, what? That doesn't really make sense for me. They do that kind of in the Future Trunks saga and everything too. Either way, for the rest of, like, from the Universe 6 on, I prefer the anime over the manga until obviously it gets to like manga only portions. But yeah, let's do Super real quick. Excuse me. So for this, like I said, I prefer the anime version of this because the anime did this so much better. Like, yeah, maybe the movie looks better, but the anime told the story in a better format, in my opinion. And the fight is obviously a little bit longer, which I love too. So for me, this is going into B tier. I'm gonna have to put this at the bottom, top of B tier. I'm sorry. People are gonna be mad at me about that one. I don't care. I don't care. And plus, this was like, especially when the movie's concerned, like, this is the revival of Dragon Ball. Well, I mean, like, yeah, technically Kai started the revival of Dragon Ball, right? Because obviously, well, no, let me take a step back. Technically, Dragon Ball Evolution is the reason why we got a revival of Dragon Ball, because Toriyama says this himself. He hated how Dragon Ball Evolution did his story. So he came back and started working on stuff. And while he was working on stuff, Toei's like, all right, well, while you're doing this, let us create, because he started writing Battle of Gods, right? He started writing the story for it. While you're doing that, let us create something to reinvigorate Dragon Ball fans and bring in new fans. So that's why they created Dragon Ball Z Kai. So yeah, and then because of the success of Kai and the success of Battle of Gods and then Resurrection F, we ended up getting Dragon Ball Super. So there's that. You know, more information, just in case y'all don't know. As I said, I am the internet's, #1 Dragon Ball nerd. Fuck's a geekdom to me. I'm dead ass too. I don't care. My hubris is through the roof. I do not care. The Golden Frieza Saga. Obviously, I said I like the anime version, but yeah, not the anime. I love the movie better. The anime version was ass. I'm sorry. The anime version was ass. The animation was complete garbage. It pissed me off. The only thing I like about the anime version is the fact that the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta fight versus Golden Frieza fight was longer. Like, it literally lasted like half the episode, and I thoroughly enjoyed that because I hated how quick it was in the movie. Like, that pissed me off. I'm like, come on, I'm not even a Vegeta fan like that, but for this man to sit here and get, he doesn't even get his lick back against Frieza like that. And then when they got to the anime and made it longer, I was like, all right, that's a little bit better. It still could have been longer, but yeah. I don't give a about Toyota. Ah, dang, why do these ads keep doing that? Either way. Yeah, honestly, this fight can go right here. Or this art can go right here. Yeah, it's in B. All right, Universe 6 Saga. Like I said, I prefer the anime, but realistically, everything up until when Vegeta pops in was honestly boring to me. Like Goku versus I can't remember that bear's name. I'm just gonna call him Winnie the Pooh. Up until like even that fight, hell, Piccolo versus Frieza's counterpart, like that was boring too. Like I just feel like those fights could have been animated so much better. Like it annoyed me. Hell, even the Vegeta versus Magenta, the robot, like that fight was honestly boring as hell too. But Vegeta versus Kaba, and then Vegeta versus Hit, and then Goku versus Hit, like those three fights, they was lit. They was a little lit. I like that. I did enjoy them. Like even though the Vegeta versus Kaba, again, it wasn't that well animated, and then Vegeta versus Hit had his moments, but then Goku versus Hit snapped. So this for me, again, this is going in B. Yeah, this is going in B. I'm gonna have to put it right here. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll put it right there. All right, copy Vegeta again. The filler art pissed me off. At least it's better than GT. I could put it at the top of F though. I could put that at the top of F. I'm telling y'all, any filler is definitely in here. And GT, hell, it's all filler. And this still doesn't. Matter of fact, no, I'm moving this down. You know what? No. I'll at least put it right there. It doesn't even deserve to be in D or F. It's still part of GT. I'm sorry. Fuck GT. All right, Future Trunks Saga. Oh my God. This was another revitalization for me within Dragon Ball Super. Because again, like I had told y'all, I was falling off. It was getting annoying to me because I wasn't feeling the animation. But they stepped it up with the Future Trunks stuff. They really stepped it up. It still had its low points, but they really did their thing with this. And then the story was lit as well. The only downside to the Future Trunks Saga is how it ended. But if you really pay attention, all the stuff kind of makes sense if you really do pay attention. At the time, it didn't make sense because it was still new and people didn't necessarily have time to think about it so much. But, looking back at it in hindsight, it technically always makes sense within the grand scheme of the story. And what I mean by that is the whole timeline stuff, especially the end where Whis technically creates a whole different timeline. Like that single part, Whis creating a timeline in and of himself, still doesn't necessarily make sense because why or how, if it's technically against the rules, like why would the Grand Priest allow Whis to do that type thing? But technically we hadn't met the Grand Priest at that point. We didn't meet the Grand Priest until the beginning of the Tournament of Power arc. So there's also that. So yeah. But yeah, Goku Black and everything that he had going on was purity amazing. So this is definitely going in. Can I put this in S tier? I think I can put this in S tier. I might have to put this right here. Yeah, that's right there. That's right there. All right. The Tournament of Power arc. Lit as fuck. This is also going in S tier. I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead and move it real quick. I can't. Ooh, yeah. Can I put it around? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is gonna be the top of that stick because I don't know. Well, yeah. That's it right there. I'm sorry. The reason why I'm putting this at the top of it because it was just so much dope stuff happening. Hell, even everything before the Tournament of Power arc, right? Even everything before then was lit as hell. Like Goku, like selecting everybody, all the fights he had while selecting everybody. Golden Frieza, when he would pick up Frieza, Golden Frieza was like, oh, what was his line? Oh my god. Oh, like when Universe 9, when they sent the assassins to try to take out Frieza or to try and recruit Frieza, and then Frieza was like Goku was trying to tell Frieza like, we gotta hurry up, man, we got much time, because we gotta get ready to go. And then Frieza was like, no, I'm about to transform real quick. He was like, it's only a little warmer. Oh, and then he transformed to gold. That's to this day is the sickest Golden Frieza transformation. I'm sorry. It's his sickest. That's his sickest transformation. And then the whole clash between Golden Frieza and Goku, that shit was very well animated. Oh my god, who was the animator for that? Norhi, I think it's Norhi. Oh god, I can't even pronounce bro's name. But yeah, fucking nice as fuck. And then the Gohan and Goku, Tien, Piccolo, all of them training together or whatnot for like their little mock tournament. That shit was lit. Especially when Gohan fucking like had to clash with Goku. Oh my god, that whole part was so amazing. I fucking love that shit. What else did I love? Goku versus 17. Like, oh, that was good too. The preliminary fights, where Gohan was fighting not Crusher, the poison one. What's the poison trio of the Dangers? I can't remember his name right now. But him, Goku versus Toppo, and Goku versus Bergamo. All that shit was lit. And then obviously the Universal Survival Tournament itself, the TOP, Tournament of Power. Like that whole shit was lit. It's fucking crazy. All those fights, literally a 80-man fucking tournament. Like it's wild. 80 people fighting at once is crazy. That's crazy. It's so crazy. And then obviously Ultra Instinct. Literally my favorite episode within Dragon Ball Super is 129. It's the episode where Goku goes Ultra Instinct at the end. Like that entire episode is animated so fucking well. It's the best Dragon Ball has ever looked, in my opinion. Literally, it's the best Dragon Ball ever looked. And honestly, realistically, for me, it's up there with the at least that episode is up there with the fight between Piccolo and 17 and Goku versus Piccolo during the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. So, yeah, amazing stuff. Loved it. Loved it. Loved me some Tournament of Power. All right, Broly movie, or the Broly saga, if you will. This is, I mainly love this because we, I don't remember when this movie came out, but either way, this was the one time that I was able to see a Dragon Ball movie in the theaters with my wife. I don't know if we were married at the time or not. I can't remember specifically. I don't think so. I don't think we were. Either way, I love this movie mainly for that, but then also seeing like her excitement like while watching that movie because she was hype as hell watching this shit. Like that shit warmed my heart. It really did. It really did. Like I'm over here getting butterflies right now. Like that shit was so dope to see her like that. I love it. I love it. And then like just besides that, like seeing Broly's story like brought into Super, seeing Bardock and seeing Goku's mom for the first time, like Gine, like so much good stuff with this movie. Like I have this movie on Blu-ray. I have this movie on Blu-ray. I had to make sure I had this shit. Like fucking love the Broly movie. Fucking love it. Literally, besides the OG Broly movie, probably my favorite Dragon Ball movie of all time. Quite literally. This is definitely going into S tier, and I don't know if I could put it above the Tournament of Power because of how much dope stuff happened within the Tournament of Power. But for me, because of the moment it created, you know, for me, like within my life, like that movie is just like definitely up there. I'm sorry. People can hate me, but I do not care. All right, now we're getting into the manga only stuff besides this. This is technically a manga and an anime arc, but I'll get into that later. So the Galactic Patrol Saga. So I love this. I love these two arcs. Like these two arcs are freaking amazing in the manga. So if y'all ever get a chance, I definitely recommend reading these arcs in the manga. They're very fucking cool. Obviously in this arc, Goku ends up defeating Moro. Like Moro's this galactic villain that's been doing stuff since like, you know, millions of years before the events of Dragon Ball Z and stuff, right? He's been trapped in the galactic prison. He escapes. Oh my god. What the hell? All right. Like I said, he escapes, starts terrorizing stuff. Goku and Vegeta are tasked by the Galactic Patrol to defeat Moro. A whole bunch of stuff happens. Goku ends up training with Mirrors, who at the time, he was a Galactic Patrol agent, but comes to find out he's an angel in training, right? Technically, Whis' brother, right? He's an angel in training. So Goku ends up training with Mirrors to learn how to... I don't know if y'all can hear these ads, but I can hear these ads. Y'all probably can't hear these ads, thankfully, but I can hear them. Oh my god. Matter of fact, hold on. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Just mute the dang site so I can't hear it no more. Alright. But like I said, he trains with Mirrors to learn how to better use Ultra Instinct and how to actually tap into Master Ultra Instinct at will, which Goku ends up doing. So by this point, obviously, you know, by these arcs, Goku is able to tap into Master Ultra Instinct at will, right? And it's so dope. It's so dope. Seeing Goku just literally use Master Ultra Instinct to his fullest extent, at least at that point, was freaking crazy. And then the fact that Moro ends up taking the ability of this other person that he's working with, or technically being, since the other thing's a droid or android or some type of android, not created by Jiro, but still. Either way, that android is able to absorb people's abilities. And during the fight, you know, after Moro, you know, takes that ability, right? Mirrors ends up being erased because obviously angels aren't supposed to be active within, or they're not supposed to, you know, fight or whatnot, right? Excuse me, because if they fight, their power can end up destroying shit, right? That's one of the reasons, right? But Mirrors ends up attacking Moro, which causes Mirrors to be erased. But before that happens, during that whole fight, Moro's trying to touch Mirrors so that way he can take his powers, right? Or so he can copy his powers. But Mirrors literally cuts his arm off with his staff, and that's how we see that he's an angel. Well, we know he was an angel, but we see Mirrors in his angel form, his full angel form at that point because he like summons his staff, and then as he's doing that, he cuts off Moro's hand. But technically, Moro did touch his neck to copy the copy Ultra Instinct, right? But while Moro is getting beat up by Master Ultra Instinct Goku, Moro sees that hand that fell off earlier, and then he absorbs the hand, right? Because Goku does a Goku thing where he's trying to turn his enemy into a friend, right? And then Moro, obviously tricks Goku into thinking he's about to, become a good guy. Moro absorbs the hand, and then Moro gets Master Ultra Instinct. So you have two beings with Master Ultra Instinct fighting each other. It's crazy. That whole moment in the manga was wild as fuck. It was wild because it was a 2-page spread where you see Goku and then Moro come in and they clash, and then it lights up the entire planet. Like obviously Earth doesn't destroy, but it lights up. It's crazy. It was crazy, and I hope we get that animated one of these days. I really do. It'd be crazy to see that animated. But then obviously Moro doesn't know how to control an angel's power, so his body starts getting distorted. And to be able to try and control that, he needs a celestial body. So he ends up fusing with the planet. And then obviously because of that, the planet's unstable, and it's getting ready to explode. And Whis is like, bro, I sat there and told you to destroy this man earlier, and you didn't listen. You never listened to me. And then him and Beerus just dip. We getting out of here. And then as he's going, Whis is like, you better do something, bro, about this. And you know what to do. So obviously Goku goes Master Ultra Instinct. A couple other things happen. Oh, did forget to mention, Vegeta also did some training during this arc too. He trained with the Yardrats. So technically, Vegeta knows instant transmission now. Technically, he technically knows it. But the main thing that he was training for was a move called Force Spirit Fission, where he can literally take your energy from you. So Vegeta has the ability to take your energy and use it for something else. So that's the ability that Vegeta has, which is cool because during the final parts of this saga, Goku loses the energy to be able to use Master Ultra Instinct. So Vegeta has to create like a Spirit Bomb-esque thing. It's technically a Spirit Bomb, so he's literally taking everybody's energy instead of asking for them. He's taking it, right? And then excuse me. And then he gives it to Goku. It's not enough. He's only able to go blue. And then come to find out, they need a god's energy. And the only other god on the planet at that time, or the only other being on the planet with God Ki at the time, was technically Oob. Oob and Majin Buu, right? So Vegeta ends up technically Majin Buu has the Grand Supreme Kai in him, since that's how Kid Buu became Fat Buu. He turns into the Grand Supreme Kai, goes to find Oob, and tells Oob to give Vegeta his energy. And as soon as Vegeta gets that whopping amount of God Ki, he gives it to Goku. Goku goes Master Ultra Instinct, and then Goku ends up creating a fucking Susanoo, a Susanoo like fucking Naruto, and then he destroys fucking Moro with that. Shit's wild. So with that, I know I literally just went over the whole arc. I'm definitely gonna have to put this up here. It's definitely A tier for me. I don't know about S, but it's definitely A tier for me. I might have to put this at the top of A tier, realistically, because that shit was lit. That shit was lit. Granola arc. So, just to give y'all, I'm trying not to make this one long-winded because I know we want to play Dress to Impress. I don't want to take too much longer. So, essentially, Granola, which is this other guy right here, he has this whole grudge against the Saiyans because the Saiyans destroyed his planet and obviously killed his mother right in front of him. And Bardock was there, right? Bardock was there. Let me just explain everything. So essentially, Granola wants to get this whole revenge on the Saiyans, right? So he ends up making this wish with the Dragon Balls. There are Dragon Balls on his planet, right? Because he's living with the Namek. There's a Namekian that lives on the planet that also created Dragon Balls. So he makes the wish to be the strongest mortal in the universe, right? So he becomes the strongest mortal in the universe, right? But because of that, he I don't want to put this. Before that, he was working for a group called the Heaters, and the Heaters were the ones that brokered deals between planets, or technically sold planets to Frieza and whatnot. So they were technically working for Frieza, but they had this whole plan to try and overthrow Frieza, and they were going to use Granola to do that. So they kind of like tricked Granola into thinking that the Saiyans were coming to destroy him, because they also went to Goku and Vegeta saying like, this guy is the strongest guy in the universe. He's ready to destroy stuff. So y'all need to come, protect the planet from him, right? So that's how Goku and Vegeta ended up on that planet to fight Granola, right? So obviously during that whole fight, Goku and Vegeta are getting mollywopped, right? Hold on, let me preface this. Before that, Goku and Vegeta were training on Beerus's planet. Goku was training with Whis, and Whis' whole thing was, you're getting good with Master Ultra Instinct, but you need to be able to use Ultra Instinct literally at will. Not just being able to just go Master Ultra Instinct. That needs to be your last resort. But to be able to use the abilities and techniques and everything of Ultra Instinct in any form, right? That was his whole thing. Like, just use it naturally, right? Like Whis does, because Whis naturally lives within Ultra Instinct, right? So that's what Whis was teaching Goku. But at the same time, Beerus was teaching Vegeta about destruction energy, right? How to become a god of destruction and whatnot. Essentially, his start into his god of destruction training. So besides the whole Force Spirit Fission thing, Vegeta now also has destruction energy, which is wild. So back to the fight. So obviously, like I said, Goku and Vegeta were getting mollywopped. Even though Goku was using or trying, he was still not necessarily good at using Ultra Instinct outside of using Ultra Instinct Omen and Master Ultra Instinct. He still wasn't necessarily good at it because he still had.
I said drink, everything. Motherfucker.
Thank you, because my throat was getting dry sitting here talking. But still, like I said, he still wasn't good at it, and then him and Vegeta were getting their ass whooped. But during their fights, because Granola, again, he's nasty as hell, and then his whole thing is his people are good at sniping because they have like this red eye that like pinpoints weaknesses and whatnot. So he's literally just seeing all of their weaknesses. Boom, your weak spot is here. Boom, oh, you're out. You literally pass out, right? All that type of shit. But during their fight, the Heaters, the youngest brother, because the Heaters are technically like their brothers and sisters and whatnot. The youngest brother, Gas, he's told by his older brother, I forgot the dude's name, the leader of the Heaters. He's told to also make a wish to become the strongest in the universe. So Gas ends up becoming the strongest at the universe at that time, and then goes to fight Granola, Goku, and Vegeta, right? And then during that fight, Granola finds out that Goku and Vegeta aren't there to destroy him. The Saiyans aren't that bad, and yada yada yada. Then Goku and Vegeta also, while Granola is fighting Gas, they go to Mahito. Yes, that's the Namekian's name. They go to Mahito. Mahito still has Bardock's Scouter, and all the last couple of things that the Scouter was able to record are still in the Scouter. So Goku freaking listens to it and everything, and he hears his dad's voice for the first time, and then quite literally Goku remembers everything from his early life on planet Vegeta. Again, the 3 years that he was there before he got sent to Earth. He remembers seeing his mom, seeing his dad, all that stuff, which I thought was amazing. We also get to see a Bardock flashback, a Bardock protecting freaking Granola, because Bardock was there, like I said earlier. Bardock was there. Excuse me. And then he also fought Gas, because again, they're brokers for Frieza, so they were there. Bardock also fought and defeated Gas at that time, right? Crazy stuff. A lot of crazy and dope stuff. Seeing Bardock fight in the manga and everything was definitely dope. Yeah, freaking wild. What else? Oh, and then also I wanted to say this. The fact that all of that stuff literally happened right before everything that we saw with Bardock and them at the beginning of the Broly movie, that stuff literally happened right before. So when they left Granola's planet, they went back to Planet Vegeta, and then that's when we saw them in the beginning of the Broly movie, and then obviously Frieza blows up the planet, yada yada. But yeah, when they went back to the fight, Goku and Vegeta both got there, and then Goku and Vegeta went Master Ultra Instinct, and then Vegeta went Ultra Ego, right? Even though I forgot to mention this earlier, but Vegeta again, he has a new transformation. It's called Ultra Ego, because he likes to say that he's egotistical, and I don't necessarily like the transformation because to get more powerful in the transformation, Vegeta has to get his ass whooped. I don't like that. I mean, technically, it's on key with. I mean, it's on point with his character. So I mean, I guess that's cool. But, I feel like it was. I just feel like him getting his ass whooped is just kind of a stupid reason, just to make her more powerful. It's like, yeah, I guess. But either way, like I was saying, they both go their strongest forms, and they transform together, which I hope that we see animated one day, because again, that's another one of those modes that just looks so fucking sick if it was animated, right? And then they attack Gas together, because Granola he's been knocked out by that point. They attack Gas together, can't fucking do it. They're beating his ass, but Gas is just getting stronger and stronger as time goes on, right? And he gets so strong to the point to where his body starts deteriorating, right? Because not Granola, but his older brother keeps telling him, you got to tap in, you got to do this, you got to do that, essentially egging him on, right? Because his brother doesn't fuck with him, he doesn't care about him. And then out of nowhere, Frieza shows up, right? Frieza shows up, and he literally beats Gas in a single punch, right? And then he kills Gas, right? And then Goku and Vegeta are like, how the hell did you do that? And then Frieza's like, I can show you. And then Frieza transformed. Frieza has a new transformation called Black Frieza, right? Come to find out, the entire time, this entire arc, Frieza was training in a room, a Spirit of Time, essentially a different hyperbolic time chamber. He was able to find a different one within the universe somehow, and he was training in there for, I think it was 10 years. Yeah, for 10 years technically. So what's that? He was in there for 10 days technically, training. Crazy. And that's the reason why Granola and Gas were able to make that wish, because Frieza wasn't technically within the universe at that time. He was in a different dimension. So it's wild. That's wild. And he one-shots Goku and Vegeta, because they're both in their strongest forms at that time. Vegeta goes Ultra Ego, Goku goes Master Ultra Instinct. Well, technically Goku goes into a different form of Ultra Instinct. He's able to, at that point, at least be able to start using Ultra Instinct in his base form. So he has regular black hair, his normal black. This isn't Ultra Instinct Omen that fought Jiren that first time. This is literally his base form, but with he's using Ultra Instinct. So his hair is just normal black, not like the grayish black that you see Ultra Instinct Omen. It's just normal black, and he has gray eyes, right? But Frieza one-shots both of them, knocks him out, and that's the end of the arc technically. So this arc, again, another dope arc. I did like. I don't know if I like better than these arcs though. So I might have to put this down here. It's definitely better than Kid Buu in my opinion. All right, last arc. This one has a lot in it too. Technically in the manga, it has the arc where Goten and Trunks, they've been aged up, and they start training to become their own super. So they're literally doing their own version of Great Saiyaman, right? Shit was boring in my opinion. Wasn't necessarily needed. Then you have the superhero stuff. Dragon Ball Superhero. The movie was cool. The arc and the anime, the manga was cool as well. But it's like, really the only cool thing is Piccolo being brought up in power, close to Super Saiyan Blue and whatnot, with Orange Piccolo, and then Beast Gohan. So that's about it. And then there's like a final little subsection in the manga. It's like maybe like 2 or 3 chapters where everybody is brought to Beerus' planet. Literally Goten, Trunks, Gohan. I don't know if Piccolo's brought. I don't think Piccolo's brought there, because Broly, Goku, and Vegeta are all training there. Again, Broly ends up mastering his Super Saiyan, so he can go Super Saiyan at will now. It's not like a Berserk Super Saiyan 2. I mean, as well, not Super Saiyan 2. But right after that, all of them show up, and then Goku's like, "I felt your ki earlier," or whatnot. You know, what was that? And then Gohan shows them Beast Gohan, and Goku's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "All right, I want to fight you." So Goku goes Master Ultra Instinct. During that fight, we find out that Beast Gohan is more than likely stronger than Master Ultra Instinct Goku, which is wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then everybody else decides to jump in. You know, you got Goku and Trunks, all of them, they jump in and want to train. So you got, and Vegeta jumps in too. So you got what? Gohan ends up fighting Broly. Vegeta, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody, you start having like, they're only like single panel stuff too. So it's like you don't get to see this full fight, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. I do like it. It's not better than some of these other arcs, so I'll have to put it in B. I'll put it right here. It's still cool, but yeah. But yeah, that's the tier list here. That's the tier list, everybody. These definitely needed to be here because they were on ass. But yeah, that's the tier list. Let me see if I can. All right, because I'm definitely posting that on Twitter later. All right, bet. All right, yeah.